when you were a kid? Great times, you know. If you're still a kid, this is the best it's gonna get. I'm sorry to tell you, it's the best it's gonna get. However, you remember you were a kid, you used to have times at school when you would take trips to miscellaneous places like museums or state halls or things of that nature. You have to go get the permission slip signed. Then, you know, sometimes there would be that kid that didn't get their permission slip signed and they'd have to stay behind and you feel bad for them, but, you know, eventually you get over it and you just enjoy the trip. You remember that? That was fun, right? What does that have to do with today? Well, it's a great segue because today we got a bunch of kids who went on field trips every day and a teacher who did not care about the well-being and safety of those students. Alex Bell, the Magic School Bus Doppelganger Theory.
There's something about going back and rewatching old TV shows from your childhood that just fills you with this warm, nostalgic feeling. Even though you're older now and your tastes have changed, these shows can still connect with you in ways.
Well, it takes you back to a time before bills. That's it. That's all. It takes you back to a time before bills.
That nothing else can today. That's at least how I feel when I rewatch The Magic School Bus. A show before everything became cynical and edgy. A show that just wanted to teach people how the world works. But then you find something in that show that you don't remember. Something dark.
Janet, you want proof? I'll give you proof. Here's proof of what'll happen to you if you stay here with your...
I remember this vividly, and I wondered as a child, why didn't he die? Is that's an odd inquiry for a 5-year-old, but still, I was like, why didn't he die?
Stop! Arnold! No!
Whole head frozen skull. That's not just ice over it, that's frozen skull right there. That should be instant death, instant frostbite death. Instant no oxygen. Brain lost all the oxygen, heart lost all the oxygen, lungs lost all the oxygen. His feet should have turned black. He should have been out of here.
Huh. That's weird.
He should have saw Space Satan that day.
I don't remember Arnold dying in the show. And the more I rewatched, the more I realized how much I missed as a kid. And I knew I had to make my next theory about this. Inside the Magic School Bus is a culture of fear and lies, all to hide a massive secret. Trust me, this theory is just as dark or complex as any of my SpongeBob theories. This is the Magic School Bus Doppelganger Theory.
Now, I want to see how this brother made a dark theory about the Magic School Bus. Yeah, sorry, Alex.
The Magic School Bus is an animated educational kids show.
Before we get started, I love the quality, love the editing. It's great. I could never.
That aired from 1994 to 1997 and later got rebooted on Netflix in 2017.
Did anybody watch the Netflix adaptation of the Magic School Bus? I refused to watch it, of course, because it would ruin my childhood. But did anybody watch it?
It follows Miss Frizzle and her class of 4th grade students as they use the Magic School Bus to go on crazy field trips to places like outer space, inside the human body, and traveling back in
Up the anus.
time, all to learn about how the world works. Like a lot of you, I watched it in school growing up, but it wasn't until recently that I started.
See, the thing was, bro, I watched this on at home growing up. I watched this on Discovery Kids. Those were some good times.
To question some things about the show. Like, do the parents know that their kids are regularly going on these?
Hell no, them, bruh, let's be real. Their parents don't know. If they knew, Miss Frizzle would be arrested. She'd be in jail. She puts those kids in danger every day. Every day. They could legitimately die. And you think a parent would sign off on that? come with the permission slip. Where's a piece of paper? Mom, sign this. We're going to swim with sharks. Oh, yeah, y'all going to the aquarium? No, we're going to the ocean. We're going to the Great Barrier Reef. Y'all just going to look? No, we're going in the water. No scuba gear. We're just going in the water. Yeah, I'm not signing that. I'm not signing that at all.
These dangerous, life-threatening expeditions? And how is Arnold still alive after taking off his helmet in space?
Bro, bro? Y'all can't just throw this to the side like this dude didn't die, bro. Like y'all say, oh, he got the sniffles. No, bro, this dude, he died. He died a death, permanence. I don't know how it happened, but he did. Right, bro. I'm like, bro, you had no oxygen. Even if you could explain it away by, oh, it's just cold out there. No, there's no oxygen. You would have died a gruesome death of suffocation.
Thanks, Janet.
Oh, he just got a cold after being exposed to the freezing vacuum of space. That's it. Something seems wrong here. But wait, before we even begin to question the logic of the show, we have to ask if there's even anything here worth theorizing about. I get this comment all the time. It's just a kid's show. And you're right. When it comes to most kid shows, there's usually no internal logic to how or why things happen. And it would be pointless to try and make a theory about it. Except, here's the thing that sets the Magic School Bus apart from most kid shows. The show itself is constantly pointing out and questioning its own logic. It does this at the end of every episode during something called the producer segment. At the end of every episode, a character known as the producer for the Magic School Bus TV show shows up and answers questions from the fans.
I never really paid attention to this part in the show. I thought this was just the little black dude just growing up. He was just talking. I never paid attention. I just saw him. I was like, yeah, why they showing the little black dude growing up like that?
Hello.
Hi, you work on the Magic School Bus show, right?
You bet, I'm the producer.
That's right. Just like SpongeBob, the Magic School Bus breaks the fourth wall and acknowledges the fact that it's a TV show. Except, the Magic School Bus does it in a very interesting way. At first, I thought this character was supposed to be an animated stand-in for the actual real-life producer of the show, but the producer doesn't talk about the show like it's animated. He talks about it like it's a live-action production.
How come there was only one kind of bat on your show? There are almost 1,000 different kinds, you know.
Well, those kind of bats were banned from the set.
In fact, everyone talks about it like it's a live-action TV show.
Is this the bakery where they filmed that Magic School Bus show?
Yes.
What we are seeing here is not the actual producer of the PBS animated Magic School Bus show. We are seeing a fictional producer character for an in-universe live-action TV show inside of the real-life animated Magic School Bus show. It's confusing, I know. Think of it like a mockumentary where the filmmakers are just as much a part of the story as the characters. So, just like my SpongeBob television theory, everything we see in the show is being filmed by in-universe cameras, and everything that happens is just scripted for the purposes of creating an educational live-action TV show.
Since when can a bus shrink and sprout legs like a bullfrog?
Since the scriptwriter wrote it in for the purposes of this episode.
So it's just easy to explain away then. There's really nothing to theorize here then. Everything is just in the context of like a live action show. They just, they just write it in so it can be. Case closed. That's it.
You didn't believe the part where the kids got so close to the volcano.
It's television. We all know real kids don't go inside volcanoes.
And another thing, if an astronaut ever does make it to Pluto, she'd better not take her helmet off.
You think they'd end up with more than a cold, huh?
She'd end up a block of ice, or worse.
Bro, that sounds like a lame on the phone. Bro, trying to refute the logic of what's going on. Like, I know I was like, when I was a kid, I was like, oh yeah, he should have died. But like, bro, I wasn't going to do all that, bro. Oh, and another thing. And this, and that. That wouldn't happen that way. You a fucking geek.
None of the characters actually go to space or travel through time. There's no real danger or magic involved. In the canon of the show, everything we see is fake. And this isn't even a Truman Show situation where the main characters are unaware they're being filmed. The kids actually sometimes show up or call in on the producer segment and talk as if they know about the show.
Watching that show, you'd think that nighttime lasted about 5 seconds.
Oh, well, we were a little short on time.
So, that pretty much answers every possible question I could have about this show, right? Like, anything weird or dark I find can just be explained away by it being scripted by the showrunners. And I almost gave up.
Bro, what was that, bro?
Dark I find can just be explained.
Bro, look at this dude, bro. Look at him. He's a fucking nerd, bro. Look at his face stance, bro. He like, you look like fucking Nick Cannon in Love Don't Cost a Thing trying to dance, bro.
Explained away by it being scripted by the showrunners. And I almost gave up on making this theory because of that. Until I realized that's exactly what the Magic School Bus wants us to think.
Okay.
Seatbelts, everyone!
The cover up.
In Season 2, Episode 3, The Busasaurus, the class travels back in time on the Magic School Bus to visit the dinosaurs. During the episode, they keep track of which dinosaurs only ate plants with this chart. But when they go back to the present, we don't see the class take the chart with them. Just like the end of every episode, they have a producer segment, this time with a guest star from the show, and they clarify none of the magic they showed was real.
So no one's ever traveled back in time and seen real dinosaurs?
Absolutely not. Time travel is impossible.
But it's what happens at the very end of this segment that changes everything.
Oh, but of course it's not.
Bro, does she like kind of look like the little black girl, bro? From the show, bro. I don't know why I thought that.
How could they find the dinosaur chart buried underground if the time travel wasn't real? This directly contradicts what the producer...
I mean, she a little lighter, but like, I don't know, she reminded me of her. Might just be because she black.
Are constantly saying about the show. And this happens all the time in the producer segments.
Which reminds me why I called in the first place.
Yes?
I'm still waiting for someone to get that pile of litter off my planet.
If it was just in the context of a TV show, that wouldn't happen. They wouldn't be. That would just be litter on the set. But that's litter on the planet.
And everybody knows there's no such thing as ghosts.
So you telling me in the context of the actual Magic School Bus show, everything that's in it is actually happening, but within the show in itself. Like, this shit's real, but it's still in the context of a show. Okay, I guess I can get that.
Could never use gum for bungee jumping, not in a million years. I wish you guys would stick to the facts.
It took water more than 15 million years to carve out the Grand Canyon. About as long as it's going to take you to freeze that water.
The impossible things that happen on these field trips are clearly real in the canon of the show, but why are they lying about it?
Right.
In fact, they seem to get kind of nervous whenever the callers get pushy about what's real and what's not.
It would have taken weeks for the asteroid to reach the sun. You made it seem like it could happen in seconds.
It would have took weeks for the asteroid to reach the sun. Bro, a nerd, bro. That's some nerd shit, bro. Just watch the show and enjoy.
Well, we had to fake it.
Ms. Frizzle
Oh, he's
must
stuttering,
be
hold on.
magic.
Why do you say that?
What was that?
That? Oh, that was just the sound of Liz
Why they stuttering so bad? Why you stuttering?
stretching the truth.
So why not just tell them that it's a real Magic School Bus? What's with all this?
Why you stuttering? What you hiding? What y'all got going on the Magic School Bus?
Secrecy. The class is constantly going to places like outer space, the bottom of the sea, inside an active volcano, all extremely dangerous places that no school could ever take kids unless they lied about it and pretended like the field trips were just faked as a part of an elaborate fictional TV show. And the cover-up goes much farther than just the show. The principal of the school has no idea what they're doing on these field trips.
You're telling me you went inside a chicken to find me an egg?
Yes, sir, we did.
But going inside a chicken is not a state-approved field trip.
And even when they
Bro, if you don't shut up, you don't even believe them talking about some going inside a chicken is not a state-approved field trip. I'm gonna fire Miss Frizzle.
tell him, he doesn't believe them.
Do you really expect me to believe that the chicken laid an egg with all of you inside it?
Bro, my principal fucked around, thought we was on some weird shit, talking about we was inside the chicken. You know what I'm saying? On some bestiality type shit, you know? That's where my mind would go to. That's why I just said that.
And even the parents don't
They would have sent us to a counselor. Fucking jail.
know what's going on.
And now, live from the throne.
Ralphie, that little girl looks
Pause.
just like your friend Wanda.
Who? Her? No. Wanda's much, shorter.
Ralphie, I know that
Why you keeping it a secret, gang? Just say that it's fucking Wanda.
guilty look. What's going on?
Nothing, Mom. Really.
Bro, why you so flustered, bro? Just tell your mom the truth.
Oh, I'm sure they were just hanging around. Right, Ralphie?
Right, Miss Frizzle.
It's never explicitly stated.
Look at him just laughing in front of the mom, bro. Bro, I'll snatch my son by the collar laughing at me, bro. You gonna tell me what's going on here?
In the show,
Where was you at? A little nigga?
If you pay attention, it's clear that these field trips are a massive secret, and the kids are actively helping hide it.
But Miss Frizzle, we can't let Mr. Junket know the bus is magic.
Why not?
He can't know what he can't see.
But why? I could see why the producers are hiding the secret, but why are the kids in on it? Maybe it's just because they love the field trip so much, and they know that if the secret got out, they wouldn't be able to go on them anymore.
You damn right. Okay, that's understandable.
But I think there might be something more going on here. In the very first episode of The Magic School Bus, Arnold brings his cousin Janet to visit his school, and she mentions that Arnold told her all about the field trips they go on.
Arnold told me all about your field trips, Dorothy, and what did he say?
Bro, what what was that reaction, bro? Bro, look at them, bro. Bro, look at them. They are petrified right now. They are scared, bro. Even the lizard down there, look at him, bro. I don't know, bro. Miss Frizzle, why you strike fear into these kids? Why does somebody knowing about your field trip strike fear into these children? What's going on here? I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
Look at their
I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, Miss Frizzle.
reactions to hearing this. They are terrified of someone else knowing the truth. Now, I've already shown you that clip of Arnold taking off his helmet and freezing in space, but I didn't show you why he did it. Throughout the entire episode, Janet is trying to collect proof to prove that she went to space. And in order to convince Janet not to bring back incriminating evidence, Arnold does this.
There's no way I'm going home without my stuff. It's proof. Nobody will believe me without it. Janet, you want proof? I'll give you proof. Here's proof of what'll happen to you if you stay here with your stuff. Arnold, no!
Whoa, wait, bro. He would rather no longer be alive than for people to know about the field trips, bro. This sounds like a cult. Miss Frizzle and the Magic School Bus cult. We're gonna call it Bus Doors Cult. Like, he would literally rather die than for people to know that they've been to space? Nah.
Arnold is more afraid of Janet exposing their secrets than taking off his helmet in space. What could these kids possibly be so afraid of happening if the truth got out? Well, in Season 1, Episode 11, we actually do get to see what DA thinks would happen if her old teacher found out about their field trips.
Mr. Seaflat, I'd like you to meet.
Take chances, make mistakes, get messy!
Bro. she is fantasizing about Miss Frizzle having a big ass head on this bus, bro. She is petrified of Miss Frizzle, bro. It's a cult, bro. It's a cult. This is a cult.
Oh, we never did anything like this.
Look at her. She's trapped within this bus Miss Frizzle hybrid.
Our old school.
Holy shit.
Does she know something we don't? Has Miss Frizzle been fucking the bus?
Miss Frizzle. They're all afraid of Miss Frizzle. Miss Frizzle may see.
What, Miss Frizzle? You dastardly bitch. You dastardly bitch. All you ever done is put these kids in danger and have a dumpy. Look at that ass. That's all she's done. And wear weird dresses. But besides that, Miss Frizzle, we're on to you. We're on to you. We're big brain. We're on to you, Miss Frizzle.
Seem like this quirky, fun, eccentric teacher, but she is constantly manipulating these kids into being afraid and totally obedient. In episode 2, Arnold asked Miss Frizzle if he could skip the field trip.
Miss Frizzle, I'd really love to go on a field trip, but I've got this weird feeling.
Well, Arnold, I do need a volunteer to stay behind.
You can't leave no student behind with no supervision. That's against school policy, Miss Frizzle. You going against school policy. I would have hit your ass with a Donald Trump with a Vince McMahon. I would have, as soon as that bus pulled back into that motherfucking parking lot, I would have said, "You're fired."
Casually says he could stay behind, but then without telling him, they shrink down and go inside of Arnold for their field trip.
What? So if he would have got on the bus, where the fuck was y'all gonna go?
At the end of the episode, they tell Arnold they were inside of him, and after this horrifying realization sets in, he says this.
You went inside?
Why is that funny, bro?
Miss Frizzle, no matter what, I'll never miss another field trip.
He don't want them to go back inside of him because he's like, y'all could have did anything in here, bro. Y'all could have took me out, really, to be honest. Even though he tried to take himself out in the first episode, we not going to talk about it. Y'all could have took me out. Y'all could have put rust in his bloodstream and he would have got tetanus.
Never, ever, ever, ever.
The message Miss Frizzle is sending is clear. If you disobey or try to miss a field trip, there will be consequences. And if you don't believe...
And this brother don't look at what he eat. Because he one, he didn't feel a metal bus in his hand. And two, why are you eating so many... How can you fit that many fucking Cheetos in your mouth at once? Oh, wide mouth ginger bastard.
Believe me, in the very next episode, the exact same thing happens. In this episode, Ralphie gets sick and his mom tells him he has to miss school, but Ralphie vehemently tries to fight it.
It's my opinion, as your mother, and as a doctor, that you have a fever, which means you are sick, which means you are going back to bed.
But Mom!
Seems kind of weird, right? Usually kids love to miss school, especially a slacker.
Hey, I don't know, bro. Y'all know, everybody know it. Them days that you would miss school, fuck around and LeBron James will show up or something, bro. Y'all have a carnival at school or something just the day that you don't come. It's like school just be plotting against you specifically.
Goofball character like Ralphie, but no. He knows there will be consequences if he misses a field trip. And as expected, the class goes to his house, shrinks down, and goes inside of him. It's like an unspoken rule of the class. If you miss a field trip,
bro, don't act.
You will become.
Don't act surprised, my nigga. Look at you. You look scared, but you sat there. Open your mouth.
Down and goes inside of him. It's like an
watch the bus shrink down.
Unspoken rule of the class. If you miss a field trip
and fly down your throat,
you will become the
and
field
look
trip.
at you. surprised, man.
There is a culture of fear and lies in the classroom, and Miss Frizzle is at the heart of all of it. No matter what, you must keep her secrets and continue going on these dangerous field trips, even if there's risk of getting hurt or worse. Which brings me back to my original question. How did Arnold actually survive after taking off his helmet in space? What if I told you he didn't?
I'd believe you, because when I was a child, I was like, bro, this nigga died, bro. He died. He died. His hair froze, bro. You're not living after your hair freeze solid. Your eyes turn purple.
And the Arnold we see after this is not the same Arnold.
Please let this be a normal field trip.
The doppelganger theory.
So, the magic school bus is supposed to be this infinitely powerful magical contraption, right? It can go anywhere, travel through time, and change itself.
And it be piping down Miss Frizzle. We're on to you, woman.
For anyone else into just about anything. So, who's to say that the kids who get injured or killed don't just magically get brought back to life by the bus off screen? But after Arnold comes back from being frozen in space, he acts different. In the very next episode after he gets frozen, they keep calling attention to the fact that Arnold is acting weird for some reason.
You feel alright, Arnold?
It's sort of explained away in the episode, but it's weird how they keep bringing it up.
Miss Frizzle, I'd really love to go on a field trip, but I've got this weird feeling.
And before he was frozen, we heard him say this.
I wonder where we're going today. Inside a rotten log? Been there. To the bottom of the ocean? Done that.
He mentions how they've already been to the bottom of the ocean and inside of a rotten log. But they visit both of these places in future episodes, and Arnold never mentions the fact that they've already been there. In fact, no one does.
I mean, is it like, do the episodes go in sequential order? Is there continuity between episodes? I would assume so, but still, like, are they in order? Are they in chronological order in which they go in? You know, is the first episode actually the first episode? You feel me?
It's like they don't even remember these past field trips. And this show does have continuity and a
fuck what I said. Okay, I guess
precedent for mentioning old field trips.
This looks familiar, kind of like when we were in your bloodstream, Ralphie. Remember?
There's something really strange going on with these kids,
okay.
But for the longest time, I couldn't figure out what it was. And then I discovered something. Something so impossible and confusing that when I saw it, it honestly gave me chills. In episode 2, the magic school bus shrinks down and goes inside of Arnold to learn about the digestive system. But there's something...
And this nigga ate a bus. Don't forget that. He ate a bus.
Something inside of Arnold that made me question everything about this show.
Polyps? Children?
Something that I guarantee you wouldn't normally notice. Are you ready?
Okay.
Let me play the clip for you.
Right.
Esophagus. It's where your food goes after you swallow. Miss Frizzle...
Nah. No. What the fuck is it slowed down? How is Arnold inside of Arnold? How is he sitting right there in the seat, but they're inside of his esophagus? How that work? Explain it, Alex.
Miss Frizzle, what are you doing?
Did you see it? Let's slow it down a bit.
Oh, that's why it was slowed down.
How the fuck is Arnold inside of Arnold? He is the one person who absolutely cannot be in the bus right now.
Right.
But there he is, sitting in the back.
Sitting right
But the next
there.
time we see the back of the bus, he's gone. No way.
Hold on.
There he is, sitting in the back. But the next time we see the back of the bus,
he's not there anymore. So, you know, I don't know. I guess they could have got so used to drawing them in that they just drew him back in, I guess.
he's gone. No way. This has to be some sort of really weird animation mistake, right? Except 25 seconds later, we see him again.
And he's doing a different facial expression. He's smiling. He cheesing. Why is you cheesing so hard, Arnold? What do you have to be happy for? You're inside your own esophagus.
And sitting in the back of the bus. How is Arnold inside of Arnold? Okay, maybe they just made the same mistake.
You don't make the same mistake twice. I could pass it away the first time, but you don't do that twice.
Twice, right?
And then in between, there's a scene that he's not there. Nah, you don't do that.
Right? Except this isn't even the only episode where this happens. In Season 4, Episode 2, the class learns about a chicken's life cycle and shrinks Arnold down inside of an egg to watch it hatch. While they're waiting for it to hatch, the rest of the class goes to talk to the principal in his office, without Arnold.
Right.
Except for a single shot.
He's right there. Be for real, bro. Like, what's going on here? What's really going on here, Miss Frizzle? What you got going on, Miss Frizzle? You can tell me. I won't be mad at you.
We can see Arnold in the office even though he's supposed to be inside of the egg. And just like last time, he immediately disappears.
He's not there anymore.
As soon as we cut back to where...
Why are these bitches staring so damn hard? Close your eyes a bit. You should be more like Wanda over here.
He was standing. Who is this second Arnold who keeps appearing in places he shouldn't be? And that's when it all made sense. The Magic School Bus doesn't bring dead kids back to life. They replace them with identical clones. Or, how I like to call them, doppelgangers. It is no coincidence that this second Arnold showed up in the episode immediately after Arnold died in space. This is either the Space Arnold's body or some sort of rogue doppelganger they lost track of, trying to blend in the back of class. But, wait a second. Can the Magic School Bus even create clones of living things? Like, it seems like the Magic School Bus can do anything, but we never actually see it duplicate or create something from scratch. It only ever changes things. It can turn a student into a fish, but it never creates a fish out of nothing. Trust me, I have looked everywhere in both this show and the reboot, and there is no evidence the bus can create life. But that's only because I was looking in the wrong place. Miss Frizzle's classroom is absolutely full of dioramas of human body parts. An eye, a foot, an ear, the human skeleton. But if you pay
normal shit. I don't know, did y'all science teacher have like random shit? Like, I remember one of my science teachers, she had like, it was like a plastic brain in her classroom. I don't know why I remember that, but I do remember that one thing.
Close attention to these background objects, you'll realize they're not dioramas. They constantly move and blink as if
they're sentient objects. These are real body parts. Where did you get these body parts from, Miss Frizzle? Who did you take out, Miss Frizzle? Somebody was going to expose your secret? I'm calling the law, Miss Frizzle. You're going down.
Alive, and the only possible explanation is that they were created by the Magic School Bus, meaning it is
who intestines did you steal to put in that skeleton?
Totally possible for the bus to grow these doppelgangers to replace the students. Every time a student dies on a field trip, they have the perfect solution to cover it up. But how often could they possibly need to do this? Yeah, the kids regularly put themselves in danger, but the closest we get to an on-screen death was Arnold taking off his helmet, and that's only one episode. Well, remember, the show itself is an unreliable narrator. They're obviously gonna cut out or recontextualize anything that could expose them.
They gotta make the show work for them. Just like a reality show. They not gonna show you everything. They gonna manipulate the show to make you see what they want you to see. And that's how this show is. Come on, bro. I'm a real detective out this biatch.
But I think they let an important clue slip in the very first episode. Remember, when Arnold came back from being frozen in space, he was sick, which seemed to carry over with how weird he was acting in the next episode. Maybe when a doppelganger is created, they come out very weak from the cloning process and have the symptoms of a sickness. Is it possible every time a character gets sick in the show, they've actually been recently replaced with a doppelganger? How else does the producer know details about Ralphie's specific sickness?
What were those kids doing visiting Ralphie when he was so sick and tired?
Oh, well, don't worry. He wasn't infectious.
And Ralphie not being infectious would make sense if it's not actually a sickness, but the symptoms of being a newly grown doppelganger. And the same episode Ralphie gets sick, the skeleton in the classroom has a completely different outfit from previous episodes, with a different tie and no sunglasses. Maybe the classroom skeleton is where they store the body of the last dead student. It even has very similar shoes to Ralphie's. But this goes far beyond just the occasional student getting replaced. I have found evidence of past field trips that went so horribly wrong that no student came back from them alive. In episode 4, they shrink down and take a field trip into the ocean. Eventually, they get fished out by a fishing woman who says this.
Nope. Already have a bus.
Why would she have fished out? Oh shit.
As experts in online education, Purdue University Global gives you all the flexibility you need to balance
on just the occasional student getting something like this has happened. In season 2 episode 1, they explore an underwater of this. Well, it looks a lot something like this has happened in the ocean. Eventually, they get fished out by a fishing woman who says this.
Nope. Already have a bus.
Why would she have fished out a bus? A miniature bus, even though that doesn't look like the Magic School Bus. That look like one of them shits from Harry Potter, though. One of those them British type buses, those just passenger type buses. Is Miss Frizzle British?
Why would she have already fished up a miniature bus from the ocean?
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe it's like a toy or something, but
right?
That's not the only time something like this has happened. In season 2, episode 1, they explore an underwater volcano and briefly pass by a random sunken ship. Except if you look...
Why is she there? Why is she there? Why? No. Why is she there? Why? Hold on. Let me move. Why is she there, bro? Why is she there? Why is she there? Miss Frizzle, this isn't going well for you. You're not beating these allegations, ma'am. You're not beating them.
Closely, it has a figurehead of Miss Frizzle on...
You're not beating the allegations.
The front of the ship. Why on earth would a random ship at the bottom of the ocean
have Miss Frizzle on it?
Have this? Well, it looks a lot like when the Magic School Bus turned into a boat in season 4 episode 13 and had a figurehead of Liz the class pet. These are the wreckages of past failed field trips where nobody returned alive. There have been...
Except for Miss Frizzle. Wait, then... Where Miss Frizzle getting all these buses from? Where is Miss Frizzle getting all these buses from? That's the real question. Because the toy bus on the ship, on the woman boat, and then the ship at the bottom of the shipwreck, that's another bus. So that's 2 consecutive buses. Then she got the bus that she got now. That's a 3rd bus. Ain't no telling how many buses Miss Frizzle done had, bro.
Countless children who have died on these field trips, but why? What is the point of all this? Who's really running the show here, and what is the true identity of Miss Frizzle?
Who's really running this show?
The Magic School Bus TV show,
Miss Frizzle,
is run by the producers we see at the end of every episode.
You bet, I'm the producer. One of them.
There's two characters who have been called producers of the show, and we never find out their names or where they came from. But do they look familiar at all to you? They have a very similar appearance to Tim and Wanda. Is it possible the producers are actually the original students who survived all these years? And the similarities go far beyond just their appearances. The male producer is seen working on a bee farm that we've never seen before, but Tim mentions in Season 3, Episode 1, that his grandpa owns a bee farm.
I've been delivering honey from my grandpa's bee farm all summer.
Maybe the producer is working on his grandfather's farm. And just like how the producer works on storyboards, we see Tim working on his comic books. The female producer has a big plush frog in her office, and we know Wanda used to have a pet frog that she loved.
You know, Miss Frizzle, I was really glad when you said I could bring my best friend Bella the bullfrog to school.
In fact, in Season 1, Episode 5, Wanda has to let her pet frog go to live a happier life in the wild, and we see the producer rewatch this scene and cry.
Bye, Bella. I know you're going to have a good life here, but I am going to miss you. Bella! Bella!
What the fuck? What kind of animals do y'all have in the Magic School Bus universe? Why is that bullfrog speaking? This the only animal I ever seen say words in this show. Why is this bullfrog speaking? She might not be crying because she's reminiscing the past. She might be crying because she thinks there's more talking bullfrogs out there and she's terrified.
I think it is very likely that the producers are the original Tim and Wanda. But what about the rest of the original students? Maybe Tim and Wanda are the only survivors.
No, bro, y'all remember I seen the old woman, the woman from earlier, the anthropologist bitch. It's the little black girl, bruh. I don't know about everybody else, but that's the little black girl, bruh.
But I did find this guy working at a carnival in Season 2, Episode 10 that looks a lot like Ralphie. And I could also totally see Ralphie growing up to work at a
I mean, I guess. You know, same color scheme and shit.
carnival. But then what about Miss Frizzle? Even though we see the producers running things at the end of the episode, it seems like Miss Frizzle is also in charge of the show.
You really expect us to believe that Mikey had the power to actually knock the bell clear off the hammer slammer?
Just between us, we had a story conference about that, and it was Miss Frizzle's idea.
But we know nothing about Miss Frizzle's past, and obviously she doesn't resemble any of the kids like the producers do.
Right.
I mean, the closest comparison we have is Arnold with their similar hair color, but obviously Arnold is male and Miss Frizzle is female, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I thought too, until I
Alex, where are you going with this, man? Where are you going with this?
discovered pickle theory. Pickle theory is not a theory I created, it's something I discovered while researching for this video. It stems from this weird moment in Season 2, Episode 7 with Miss Frizzle.
Whoa! There's a ton of pickles in here!
You caught me, Ralphie. Oh, I have a
Bro, you hold grip the pickle with your full hand, bro. Not only that, bro, who's eating pickles out of the teacher's closet just randomly in fucking barrels, man? I know this nigga dirty, bro.
private and powerful passion for pickles.
Even if I told you the context of this episode, this moment wouldn't really make sense. Miss Frizzle just has a secret.
He gripping the pickle, bro, full force, bro. You can see it in his hands.
Closet full of pickles and a private and powerful passion for them for some unexplained reason. But this is where
Whoa, pause.
Pickles and a private and powerful passion for them for some
That is not pickle juice. That's all I'm gonna say. That is not pickle juice. She's storing them pickles in something else, and Ralphie just eating and chomping on them, bruh.
unexplained reason.
She's storing the pickles in swimmers.
But this is where pickle theory comes in. To understand pickle theory, you need to understand that there's a common medication used in hormone therapy for trans women that has the side effect of making you crave sodium. And pickles are very salty, so they've become a common snack in the female transgender community. And pickle theory states that this weird moment with Miss Frizzle admitting to a private craving for pickles is a hint about her actually being a transgender woman. And I think it's a cool theory, but probably not enough evidence to win me over yet. And even if it is true, there's definitely not enough evidence to say Miss Frizzle is the original Arnold. I mean, she doesn't even wear glasses like him. But then I watched season 4, episode 10, where we actually get to see inside of Miss Frizzle's house for the very first time. And I found a picture on her wall that is going to blow your mind. A picture of someone who looks a lot
What an ugly bitch.
like a female version of Arnold, right down to the yellow and white shirt and glasses.
I don't know, that's a something, alright.
I think this is what Miss Frizzle looked like as a kid. Either she's transgender, or the cloning process can just create different gender versions of characters, but whatever it is, you can't tell me this doesn't make it seem like Frizzle is a female version of Arnold. Even her name, Miss Frizzle, sounds fake. It sounds like something she just made up because she has frizzy hair, a trait that she shares with Arnold. All of the people running the Magic School Bus show are the original versions of the students, creating doppelgangers of themselves and forcing them to go on dangerous field trips. But why?
Right.
What is this all for? To
what?
make the Magic School Bus TV show and educate the kids of the world. And god damn it, it worked.
Is this the Magic School Bus? Magic School Bus? Magic School Bus? You mean Magic School Bus? Magic School Bus?
They trying to indoctrinate the kids of the world into the Magic School Bus cult. The bus door cult. I'm on to you, bro. I'm on to you.
Magic School Bus? I want the Magic School Bus! I want the Magic School Bus!
In this
I'm sorry, that just gave me chills. I remember that. I miss my youth.
universe, everyone knows about the Magic School Bus. It is a massive success. If you want to educate the world, then in the words of Miss Frizzle, you have to take chances, make mistakes, and get messy. Get very, very messy. And that's the Magic School Bus doppelganger theory. Okay, bye.
Hey, Alex, bro, that was a great theory, bro. It got a little touch and go there at the end, but hey, bro, it was a great theory overall, bro. Y'all go mess with the boy Alex Bell on channel, bro. And you know, mess with my channel. I don't have 100 subscribers, bro. Help me. Help me. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Peace.